So hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to the live reaction for Ralf Rangnick's press conference versus Middlesbrough. So let me know who's going to win, guys, tomorrow's game because it's been a long time since Man United have played over a week now and a lot of negativity. So it's good to have a game tomorrow. So we should have some pretty interesting questions where the Paul Pogba could feature in tomorrow's game. It's going to be really good if he does a bit of positivity back and the press conference should basically begin in a few minutes, guys. So we're just 2 minutes away from the press conference beginning, and we shall give you the live reaction. Basically, all the comments from Ralf Rangnick. So let me know who's going to win tomorrow, guys, and hopefully Paul Pogba could be involved because he's obviously back in training this week. Once again, guys, if you want to watch this press conference, log in and give your ID. Then you can watch it absolutely free. If any of you guys are wondering. So, guys, the press conference has begun at the moment. Once again, if you want to watch it live, you can watch it on MUTV for absolutely free. So, we should begin with a few comments from Ralf Ragnick. Hopefully, we get some positive news on Paul Pogba and whether he could feature tomorrow. So we've got 34 people watching. Thank you guys so much joining the stream. Please be sure to close 2K subscribers. So thank you for that. And we should read out a few comments. So we've got a few comments. By saying we will not be taking any questions or Mason Greenwood might even be in the starting 11. So this is really good news, guys. He could really, I would say, light the game up and give some positivity. So Jordan Wilson says, "Are we going to hear the press conference?" Unfortunately, it'll get copyrighted, but you can watch it. Victory FX says your voice is breaking. I'm really sorry for that. Let me just give me a minute to just check. So it should be better now. Please let me know if it's still breaking. So is it still breaking? Because then I'm gonna have to recheck it. So I'm just going to move on for now, guys. So Ralf Rangnick said, in a way, yes, when asked whether Mason Greenwood situation was a factor in Jesse Lingard not moving from Man United on deadline day. He had a problem with Mason Greenwood being without a player for the time being, club not finding an agreement with another club. So Neeraj Sadaf says, yes, it is good, thank you so much. So basically, Ralf Rangnick is saying that if Mason Greenwood, whatever happened, did not happen, Jesse Lingard could have gone out on loan or could have left the club. Ragnick said Greenwood's arrest was a factor in decision to keep Lingard. As you can see, Lingard has asked for time off to clear his head, and he won't play against Middlesbrough. But Ralf Ragnick has said that Pogba could actually be in the starting lineup. So that's really good news. As you can see, Jesse Lingard will not be involved in the game against Middlesbrough as Paul Pogba will be involved in the game against Middlesbrough as international duty. That is obviously understood because he's just played a game, guys, like 2 days ago, and he's just returned. Eric Bailly has an ankle problem, so both out. So no Eric Bailly tomorrow, guys. So it should be Maguire and Varane. Jesse Lingard obviously will be missing for a couple of days. As you can see, he confirms that Paul Pogba will be in the group and might be in the starting 11. He also said that Luke Shaw will start against Middlesbrough. I mean, this is a great opportunity for Luke Shaw because Alex Telles, as we know, he played for Brazil in midweek. Pogba will be in the squad. Cavani has asked to stay in Uruguay and is unavailable, as we know. So this game could be a big opportunity for Luke Shaw to basically get himself back into the team, guys, because at the moment Alex Telles is out with maybe some injuries and once again, guys, we just joined the stream. The first few comments we've got is that Paul Pogba will feature tomorrow. He could actually even be starting the game. That's really interesting from Ralf Rangnick to mention that. So it gives a hint that he might start the game. Edison Cavani is out. Eric Bailly is also out. Alex Telles is also out. So 3 players out. So that should also give a hint that Maguire and Varane should be the centre back pairing for tomorrow's game. I think Diego Dalot will play. As you can see, once again, it's being tweeted by Fabrizio Romano. Ralf Rangnick on Lingard's situation. Jesse has asked to be off until Monday to clear his mind. He didn't leave because we had a problem with Mason Greenwood. He left because he had a problem with Mason Greenwood and also because the club not finding an agreement with another club, Ragnick added. Ragnick confirms the board told Lingard wouldn't be leaving. I mean, Newcastle and also West Ham, mainly with Newcastle in the last week of the. So he's going to be out the door. But he could get injuries, and Jesse Lingard will also not be there for a few games. Amad Diallo is on loan at Rangers, so this could be a big opportunity for some players to shine. Possibly for Anthony Elanga, he's going to get a lot more game time. Marcus Rashford could also find on his performances at Sevilla, guys, because I think he's going to tear up the La Liga. So, I mean, what was going to happen if Anthony Martial literally does well in the La Liga? Will he remain at Man United? I don't think so, guys. I think his future at Man United is over. If he does brilliantly, I think Sevilla will want to sign him permanently, or maybe even he could have gone to another Premier League club if possible. So Ragnick says, with the window closing on Monday evening, the board informed me they would rather he stay. So I could understand and accept. It was two things. So Victor Lindelof has been ill the whole season, guys. So he has been out. week and not training, so he will also miss out tomorrow's game. So, guys, we've got a couple of that Jesse Lingard will not be there. Cavani obviously has just played for Uruguay. Alex Telles too. Eric Bailly has a small injury, and Victor Lindelof is not fit yet. So, guys, you can basically kind of piece up the lineup here because it's not really hard to figure out what he's going to go with for tomorrow. A lot of players out. Obviously, Donny Van de Beek is at Everton. If many of you guys didn't know, so Ragnick on Donny, Anthony, and Ahmad. Donny, Anthony, and Ahmad Diallo deserve regular game time. I wish them all the best. Ahmad has already played well and scored in back. So Ralf Rangnick says the group was. That is why I'm happy. We could have substituted one of them with Jesse Lingard possibly, and I think all three of them have a better. I mean, Amad Diallo, guys, if you've seen, he did play yesterday for Rangers versus Celtic. Obviously, Rangers losing 3-1. Amad Diallo did feature, but he was subbed off at halftime. Just scored a goal too, had a few good skill moves, especially in the second half. So he's had a good start to his career at Rangers. He should be constantly starting. The same with Anthony Martial. You expect him to be one of their main players. He's obviously the highest earning player at Sevilla at the moment. So Ralph Rangnick on Pochettino links. Now this is interesting, guys. So a question on Mauricio Pochettino. Ralph Rangnick says, "I have no idea. My focus is on training the group right now. We have in games coming up in three different competitions. I couldn't give any reasonable answer to that question. My focus is on the next couple of games, weeks, and months." So not a lot of hints there. As you can see, he says Luke Shaw will be back tomorrow for the game versus Middlesbrough and will probably play from the beginning. So Luke Shaw is going to start, guys. No question about that. Eddie Cavani will only return at the weekend. He contacted me at the weekend and asked to have a few more days at home. I knew he couldn't be in the starting lineup with jet lag anyways. Ralf Rangnick, yes, Paul Pogba will be part of the group. He might even be in the starting 11. We've heard this before. So a lot of interesting comments so far, guys, from Ralf Rangnick. So Eric Bailly came back yesterday. He had some problems with his ankle and will not be part of the Brazil. So we could kind of jot up the lineup together. Obviously, it could be David De Gea or Tom Heaton in goal. A back four you'd expect it to be Wan Bissaka, Harry Maguire, Rafael Varane, and Luke Shaw. Midfield three of did Fred play for Brazil? So he might not play Fred, even though Fred has returned. So it could be McTominay and Matic, Bruno Fernandes, and then a front three of Ronaldo, Elanga, and possibly Jadon Sancho. So I think Jadon Sancho has returned to full training, so Jadon Sancho could feature tomorrow, or he could play Marcus Rashford plays Elanga. So as you can see, Victor Lindelof is unavailable. The team could be Henderson, Dalot. I mean, Dean Henderson could play too, but I think he's going to play David De Gea for some reason. Dean Henderson, Dalot, Maguire, Varane, Shaw, McTominay, Pogba, Sancho, Rashford, Ronaldo, Fernandes. I mean, on Pogba could also definitely start, guys. I kind of missed out Pogba, but Pogba could start because there was no need of Ralph Rangnick mentioning that Pogba could start, but he has. So maybe it's a sign that Paul Pogba will start. So we've got roughly a few more questions from him, guys. It's going to be interesting. We are pretty much towards the end of the press conference. Just a few more minutes. I mean, so far all the questions that I've been asked haven't been brilliant, but we've got a few answers. Basically, who's going to feature tomorrow, whether Paul Pogba will be there, and the answer is yes, he will be available. Also, first of all, mention that no questions on Greenwood, so let's just keep that at rest for a few days, I would say. Let's see what happens with that. So Ralf Rangnick. His fullbacks have to be defenders at the same time give as much input as they possibly can if you're in possession of the ball. So when they're in possession, the fullbacks obviously have to move forward. That's what he's trying to say. They should be offensive fullbacks, and I think in the last couple of weeks we've improved in those areas. I mean, I completely agree with him. Alex Telles and Diego Dalot are attacking fullbacks compared to Wan Bissaka and Luke Shaw, even though they both, obviously people know, are better at the defensive side of the work. But Diego Dalot has improved a lot, and at some points in the game he has also dropped into midfield, guys. So Diego Dalot is going to give some serious competition to Adam Wan Bissaka. He himself said that currently he's having the best period of his career at Manchester United. So a lot of positivity, and he's definitely not going to want to lose his place to Wan Bissaka. On the other hand, it's a little tricky with Alex Telles because I actually think that Ralf Rangnick would prefer Luke Shaw than Alex Telles, and he's playing Luke Shaw, and Luke Shaw can't play at the moment because Alex Telles is injured. But tomorrow's game could be a big opportunity because if Luke Shaw plays well, then Ralf Rangnick will definitely pick the winning team because that's his mentality. As we know, Phil Jones will not feature tomorrow. It's going to be Maguire and Varane. Jones could be on the bench. Obviously, he was being linked with a deadline day move that didn't work through, and he's still being linked with a move to a Turkish side. So let's see what happens. Doesn't look like the move will take place because a couple of injuries in the centre back position, and I don't think Ralf Rangnick will let him leave. In the last couple of weeks, we have improved in those areas. It will also be important position for tomorrow's game because Middlesbrough will play up with a back five with offensive wing backs. So interesting to see the lineup Ralph Ragnick goes with. I expect him to play a 4-3-3, guys. He has done that once. He's played more of a 4-2-3-1, but I think he might just play a 4-3-3 tomorrow. Hopefully he does because as we know Paul Pogba is back, and Paul Pogba, I think he plays really well in a pivot, but he can also move forward, as we know. But that could leave some space if basically it's Matic will feature in tomorrow's game, guys, because Matic has had a long break. So as you can see, once again, Luke Shaw will be back for the game tomorrow and will probably play if we've got this news a few times. Let's just wait for a few minutes, guys, see if we have any other comments before we close off. So guys, once again, if you haven't already, please be sure to like and subscribe. It really helps channel. So Ralf Rangnick, this is what I want to see: offensive fullbacks playing almost like wingers do at the same, be modern defenders winning one-on-one duels and switching sides. This is exactly how Joao Cancelo plays, guys. One of the best right backs I would feel in the world currently. From one side to another, when we have to make through, that's what we want to see. So definitely it could happen, guys. Diego Lod has massively improved. Alex Telles may not be the number one right left back. Could be Luke Shaw. Interesting to see how Luke Shaw plays because he's been out for quite a while, guys. I think it's been almost 6 games that Luke Shaw hasn't been involved in. So I mean, it's against Middlesbrough, another toughest opponents. Obviously, Middlesbrough play a back five, so that's going to be tough to break down. So, guys, the press conference is almost over. Once again, this is going to be the end of the stream. So, if you haven't already subscribed, then please be sure to and leave a like down below if you enjoyed the stream so far. We're pretty much towards the end, and I should end the video anytime now. So, let's just take a final look if you have any other comments. So, no comments at the moment, guys. So, that's going to be it for today's video, guys. Once again, thank you so much for joining. Really appreciate all you guys being there. Thank you in the chat. So once again, hopefully Man United can win tomorrow against Middlesbrough. My prediction for the game is 3-1 win towards Man United. It should create a lot of positivity. Hopefully Paul Pogba also features in tomorrow's game. So once again, guys, thank you for joining the stream and I'll see you some other day. Bye.